Here we are for part 2 of our end of season review. This is a part of the season where we just go around and we reminisce about what a fantastic season it's been, and thank you all for watching. I suppose the best thing that we can do now is to ask everybody here, if you could change one thing about Chelsea this season, what would it be? I'm going to start with the Hurricane.
That nickname. It's one that kind of rankles with, I think, everyone here. Ticket prices. I mean, it's a football-wide problem, but and Chelsea have been okay, to be fair. But I think football's far too expensive to go to, especially for young people. So, and generally the club's attitude towards the fans in the way that they kind of deal with them, and that includes Mourinho kind of digging out the support. So that I kind of didn't enjoy that this season, and I'm hoping the new TV deal means there'll be some cuts for fans.
Yeah, I agree with that, actually. If I had one issue this season, it would be Mourinho. Mourinho essentially gave ammunition to opposition fans to have a go at us. With that, Mourinho's right, your fans are not great. Chant. We could have really done without that, but we're really picking at the bones here. It's been a fantastic season, and Mourinho is probably the reason that it has been. Joe, I feel like you have a gripe.
Yeah, slightly. I think, the support of West Brom was great. I can't doubt that. But it's very easy to walk over saying you're number one, blah, 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 when we've just lost 3-0. Like, he's given the players 5 days off, which is fine. Like, they've just won the league. But then to come over saying number one after that, you think, well, hang on. Like,
yeah.
We've just lost 3-0. Like, it's easy for you to say it.
Yeah.
Well, I have to say, I've never seen Chelsea fans so happy to lose 3-0.
Yeah.
I was in Turkey watching the game and I was just like, well, no one really cares, do they, to be honest? Joe says having the time of his life. Everyone's living it up. My dad's just going mental in the crowd. Yeah, I mean, can't say too much is bad with the season,
Anything?
can you?
No, I think one thing that really annoyed me was the loss to PSG, and I don't really want to talk about it. It's not things you want to talk about,
Keep it
but
sweet and short.
yeah, I think the fact that we supposedly rested players against Bradford and got humiliated by a League 2 club, or League 1 club, sorry, no disrespect, and then lost to PSG with, again, another dreadful performance in 2 competitions we should win. It's not good enough, but I can't complain too much.
Absolutely. In fact, Adam echoes George's sentiment there. What were you just saying to me?
I'd love if we could play more exciting football, because we have sat back for the second half of the season and it has been quite boring. So I'd love if we play more exciting football, and I'll be much more happier with that.
Do you think that's partly because we already thought we won the league back in December, though?
Yeah, we just thought we could hold back, get the 1-0 win, get the 0-0 draw, and we'll be happy with that.
This is all a bit depressive, isn't it, considering we've just won a double? Yeah, party time, everyone. I think that we've got the perfect question to now move on to in order to get everybody's blood flowing again.
We do.
Goal of the season. It doesn't get better than this, really, does it? Goal of the season.
Can I start this?
Yeah, off you go, Sophie.
My goal of the season would be, as voted as well last night at the Players' Awards, would be Oscar's goal. I don't even know what he did with his foot, but it went like this. And,
Good, that was it. Sign her
There
up.
it goes.
Roman, get her on board.
Yeah, it was an amazing goal. Like, Oscar has literally scored some of my favourite goals across all the seasons. And I'm not even being biased here. I just really, really, really think it was something extraordinary.
I can't argue with that. Joe, goal of the season?
I think Schürrle's goal against Burnley was by far and away our best goal.
Getting a passionate nod from Adam next year.
Yes, he is. Yeah, I think that should have won goal of the season, despite him not being here, which is.
Do you think
obviously
that's why he
it was
didn't win it?
Well, it was easily. What was it? 5 goals that nominated.
Yeah.
Like they've shortlisted. I might be wrong. It was easy in that.
Yeah.
For me, I thought it was the best goal.
I'd agree.
Charlie?
I'm going to agree with you. I think Oscar, the way he hit it with the outside of his foot, I was standing right behind it, and it looked like it was hitting the corner flag, and it just curled in at the last minute.
Your seat in the West Stand is
Yeah.
perfectly positioned for
It
that,
is,
isn't
yeah.
it?
So is mine in the shed end.
Is it?
Yeah.
Technically. Well,
Yeah.
I'm quite
I didn't have a clue. I didn't have a clue.
So,
Yeah, Joe and I sit together, and we didn't have a clue what happened. We just thought he like scuffed it in. It was wonderful to see it on Match of the Day.
Well, anyway,
Do you know what my goal of the season is, actually? I'm going to do it because I want to do it again to rub it in. I've got don't hate me, I've got an Arsenal supporting little cousin, and I took him to the Chelsea-Arsenal game, and do you know when Diego Costa lobbed the keeper? We celebrated that goal next to my little cousin. We took him up to the back of Gate 16 where Joe and I sit, and just had a fantastic time. And this photo was taken that's flashing up now. I absolutely love that photo, and I love that moment. And Diego Costa's goal in that match will live with me forever, purely because I got to ridicule my 13-year-old cousin immensely.
And that's all from Rory this evening. Anyway, no, I'm just joking, Rory. I think you're really nice. Anyway, so now we're going to go on to when do you guys think that we won the league? Where was it won? What moment, what day, what month?
It was won. The Premiership was won this season on a Monday night in Stoke in December.
Best way to win it.
Best
way
yeah,
to win
the
it.
glamour.
Best way.
And Stoke away is normally a tough fixture for us, isn't it?
It's an incredibly tough fixture. It's a very hard place to go. And I think if Stoke City could have picked that fixture, when do you want to play Chelsea at home? They would say a Monday night in December, under the lights. Like, that is a dream scenario for them. And the fact that we went there, won with a very late goal from Cesc Fabregas, it was just a perfect... That kind of performance is the performance of a team that wins the Premier League. December. Beat that.
Oh, no, I'm a bit of a pessimist. I'm not proud to say that. So I was actually at the game, which the Chelsea Fans channel kindly presented my tickets. Thank you for that. Against Man United, where we won 1-0, and Hazard scored that goal in what was otherwise a relatively good display. No, it wasn't. That was the moment
was a
for
great
me
day.
when we won the league.
Yeah, I'd have
'Cause
to
it-
agree with you there, actually.
Because I thought there was still, even though mathematically it was looking very unlikely, I still thought that we maybe could have done something bad. But when we won that, no. Fans do it. Everyone do.
I remember thinking actually, and then a lot of fans saying before that game, if we don't win today, there is a chance that we may have thrown the title away. And I know it was maybe quite unlikely, but knowing us, and we hadn't been having quite a good run of games up until then, maybe quite a lot of us thought, oh, you know, we really need to do this. But we did it, and it was actually one of the best days at the Bridge. The atmosphere there was absolutely amazing. And I was even sat in hospitality that day with a friend, and it was still buzzing up there. No, I'm just saying.
All right.
Normally, you're not allowed to speak. And
I'm amazed that you even still talk to us.
no, excuse me. Excuse
I
me.
think
My
hospitality.
season ticket will always remain in the Shed Upper. However, I was a bit hungover, thought I'd go for a nice meal. Anyway,
Charlie, what was your moment? When did you realise that we were going to win the league?
A very, very sunny day at Loftus Road. A packed, tiny, upper tier away end.
When you had the most wonderful outfit on that I've ever seen you wearing.
Yeah, pretty
Rory,
much.
have you seen what you're wearing today? I mean, no offence.
That's rain as well.
I mean,
Calm
every
down.
colour of the sun.
So it was a great atmosphere, and they were battling for their lives to survive in the Premier League, which they didn't. And you know, it was a bit of a dodgy performance, but again, you know, we struggled on
minute,
through
it's
last
again,
minute. Cesc Fabregas and
It's when
our
you-
end just went absolutely mental, and that's when kind of I think we won the
I'm going
league.
to change my mind actually.
Oh.
I'm going to agree with that because I actually had sunstroke on holiday and it was possibly the worst day of my life.
I had sunstroke in West London.
And I was sat in bed watching it and I thought this is absolutely dreadful. Like I might as well just like throw in the towel. And then Fabregas scored, and that was it. That was
changed
it.
everything.
I agree.
Suddenly went out and sunbathed.
Yep.
With Adam, what about for you? Where was your moment?
I think it was Arsenal away. I think we came for the point, we got the point, and if Arsenal beat us, there would have been a little bit of pressure on us for us to lose the league. But we wanted the draw, we got the draw, and it was wrapped up there.
And you were at that game, weren't you?
Yeah.
And who did you sit near?
The Hurricane.
I got a text from Adam after that game, and I was sitting near the Hurricane.
All right then, so moving on swiftly. Now this is my favourite question of the entire day.
Oh, quick
Day,
fire.
evening, yeah. What is your funniest moment of the season? Now I'll just tell you a little story. I thought the game was going to be on a Sunday at West Brom, and then it moved to the Monday. So I booked myself a little holiday. So unfortunately, I was left abroad to watch it. I thought, I'll take my mum, my sister, and all the girls down because they don't normally like football. But I thought, I'll show them a game. And I didn't know that there'll be such commotion at the game. And Fabregas's lovely little, I don't even know what he was doing. He just decided to kick the ball at either one of the players or the referee, got himself sent off for no reason. And I just thought it was absolutely brilliant. I mean,
Genius.
there's nothing like it. And, I had to explain to my family, this isn't really what normally happens in a game. That's not normally what players do. But to be fair, it was pretty good comedy value and they all seemed to love it.
It was a good moment, but I'm afraid it doesn't even come close to the funniest moment of the season.
What's
and that
that?
is clearly Willian's Instagram account when he bicycle kicked a basketball into the net from a swimming pool.
Oh,
It
that
was
was
quite
good.
truly the most magnificent thing I think I may have ever seen, regardless of football, regardless of this debate, in my entire life. I went travelling when I was younger. I've done a few things. I've seen some sights, but nothing has come close. Nothing has come close to Willian basket and his cackle afterwards.
Yeah, the
That's what
noise
made
at the
it.
end.
Yeah,
What was that?
he's like a witch. It's like grot bags. Do you remember grot bags? He was like that witch.
And they've actually
Incredible.
been displaying a few little, I don't know, they're doing some tricks obviously in their spare time, aren't they? And do you remember Adam, when they were all sat down at the table doing the headers and Mikel just dived into a bin?
Oh, that was incredible. And what was your moment?
When I think it was when Seamus Coleman scored the own goal, and then Costa rubbed it in his face. That was just so funny.
I absolutely love this kid.
And then Tim Howard didn't act very good to it as well.
What a man. His funniest moment is spiteful. This is proper Chelsea right here. This is the heartbeat of the club. Absolutely. Charlie, any particular moments?
I like the ones mentioned. I'm actually going to say that the whole game against West Brom, because it was just so funny being up there, especially the second half. And like,
It looked funny.
I couldn't tell you a thing about that game. But I can tell you, yeah. I wasn't in the press box. I was, yeah. I wasn't in the press box. I was in the away end, and it was just so funny seeing everyone kind of jump and sing and clap, like have people on each other's shoulders and little kids cheering. And we Chelsea played like the worst we played all season. Really. It was just such a kind of appreciation of the whole season, and it was just a really kind of nice, funny day.
Exactly.
Carnival.
What about you guys, Joseph?
I think you probably summed it up. I like the Fabregas incident. What was great, I don't know if you've seen it, Hazard has the ball and Fabregas points at him to throw it where he threw it so he could go and kick it, which was great because it was pre-planned.
Pre-planned, premeditated. We love that. Well, actually, at the time, I was pretty annoyed. I was like, what the hell is he doing? But then I thought, actually, no, that is hilarious. There's a few things on Twitter and everything that are really funny. Apparently, his, wife give him a text, come home, and all that. I don't know. It was quite hilarious. Anyway, what about you, babe?
I was going to say Remy's dance. I think that deserves a mention.
Yes.
I want to give a shout out to your boy, Jordan Henderson. Can I do the dance? Yeah. I wish I could, but there's a few steps down here. And I've been known to dive. No, I've not been known to dive off a building in my life. No, I'm going to give a shout out to Jordan Henderson for his stare against Costa. Who in their right mind would ever do that to Diego Costa? Next, he's actually going to get his leg broken next season. I think Costa's going to get arrested. Genuinely do. I think he's just a funny guy. He just is.
That's quite possible.
Very possible.
But we'll all laugh and we'll go visit him and that. So we can make the most out of it. Anyway, guys, that is the end of part 2. Let us know what you think. Do you agree with us? What was your funniest moment of the season? Comment below, subscribe, and I will see you all in part 3.